A shelter-in-place order is lifted. It comes after a terrifying scene where firefighters were called to a brush fire only to be met with gunfire. The Kootenai County Sheriff says they found the shooter dead at the scene on Canfield Mountain in Coeur d'Alene. The sheriff believes the shooter was acting alone. A third firefighter was injured and is recovering this morning after undergoing surgery yesterday. KREM 2's Brandon T. Jones joining us now live from Canfield Mountain. And Brandon, this is still an active situation. Law enforcement still on scene this morning, and you've also just learned some new information about the alleged shooter.
Yeah, good morning, Tim. Well, still an active investigation. We were actually pushed down the road by officials just a few moments ago, but brand new details and just now confirmed. 20-year-old Wess Roley has been identified as the shooter. That was confirmed by the Associated Press. Again, 20-year-old Wess Roley identified as the shooter, according to AP. We also just got some new details as fire crews are currently briefing. And again, that's why we were pushed further down the road as they had to get their trucks situated in that former area we were located. The fire is currently burning 26 acres. Crews are actively getting briefed and updates expected throughout the day. Again, all of this started around 1:30 p.m. yesterday. That's when those initial calls started to roll in. Fire crews came out here to respond to a wildfire here on Canfield Mountain. They ended up being shot and killed while doing their job, serving their community. Kootenai County Sheriff Bob Norris described this shooting as a total ambush and saying the firefighters didn't have a chance. The two firefighters killed, one from Coeur d'Alene Fire Department, one from Kootenai County Fire and Rescue, and again, another from Coeur d'Alene Fire is still in the hospital recovering after a surgery yesterday. For hours, a shelter in place was issued to the area as law enforcement searched for the suspected shooter, and they believe the same person started that fire as well. Sheriff Norris says they were briefed to neutralize the suspect and to eliminate the threat. Around 7:45, with the help of a cell phone signal, they located the suspect. Norris says they exchanged fire with the suspect, who was pronounced dead, and whether that bullet was from a self-inflicted gunshot wound or a bullet from law enforcement, that detail has yet to be confirmed.
We believe that there's a likelihood that when we are able to enter the scene again tomorrow without the threat of fire, that we'll find other weapons that were placed. So this was a total ambush. These firefighters did not have a chance. We did lose a Coeur d'Alene firefighter, and we did lose a firefighter from the Kootenai County Fire and Rescue. We have another firefighter that just came out of surgery from the Coeur d'Alene Police Department. I'm sorry, from the Coeur d'Alene Fire Department, right? Is that true? Okay. He just came out of surgery. He is fighting for his life, but he's in stable condition.
So extremely difficult circumstances to navigate as crews were out here yesterday. Again, still early in the investigation process. So names and information of the victims have yet to be released. But again, we do now know and have confirmed through the Associated Press that 20-year-old Wess Roley was the confirmed shooter. Norris also did note that nearly 300 law enforcement officers were here on scene yesterday assisting with this investigation. They also spoke with the White House and the FBI, receiving information from them as well. So again, as more details continue to be released throughout the day, we'll be sure to keep you updated across all KREM 2 platforms. For now, live here in Coeur d'Alene, Brandon T. Jones, KREM 2 News.
Brandon T. Jones with that new information for us this morning. And Brandon, you know, we brought that press conference live here on KREM 2 and KREM 2 Plus last night. Yeah. The sheriff also saying that it was very preliminary information at the time and they weren't sure if there was only that one shooter. But now, are they confident there was just that one shooter who is dead?
Tim, at this particular moment, they are confident that it was this sole shooter who acted alone. Again, still early in the investigation, so we haven't gotten all of the details that law enforcement knows at this particular point, but they did lift that threat once they recovered that suspect yesterday around 7:45 or so.